So before we hit like restrictions, quarantine or lockdown, whatever you want to call it, what was the last thing you did? And that you said, at least this is called living life.
Actually, I did like a modeling, my first modeling session.
Yeah.
That was quite incredible. It was for a health brand, so
Yes.
I was quite excited to actually do it. And
Yeah.
just before lockdown, so that was important for me.
Okay, how many times in this pandemic or whatever we're going through have you thought about that memory?
I think for most of the part, I was already missing it because it was just something that I thought, go in and then kind of, get a dip at it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like now, while I was in the lockdown, I was thinking I could have done more.
Yes.
But I couldn't because of restrictions. So yeah, I had to wait. Like now we're having to wait for, the lifting.
Okay, that's really good. The lessons that you learned at your That's really good. The lessons that you learned at your photo shoot, are you still reflecting on them? Like, sometimes when you've got a skill, when you don't practice, it fades away. So how are you managing in this pandemic?
I think in the pandemic, it allowed me to actually research more.
Mm-hmm.
It gave me time to actually do a lot of things that I wasn't sort of doing when I was doing my usual runarounds.
Yeah.
So I had time to research, and that was a big part of the pandemic time that we
Okay.
to sit down and actually stop. Yeah.
So what are you going to do with that research? Because some of us, we like reading a lot of things, but people think it's about actually reading and researching, and then I'm done, I'm going to the next topic. But for you, what does it mean, that research? Are you going to transition it into your practice?
Yep, I've already started to do that because I'm already, affiliated to a few brands now that are actually asking for my services for modeling. So, which was a different thing for me. I do makeup, but I haven't actually done modeling myself. So it's been a really interesting sort of way to start something different.
Okay.
So yeah, already I have, since the restrictions sort of lifted a bit, I've actually been able to get some contracts.
Okay. Hey family, hi everyone. I know you're just coming across this video right now. My name is Agape Charity. Welcome to Agape Show, powerful destiny within your own uniqueness. It is good having you. I just wanted you to think, because a lot of people are taking this, what we're going through. Some are depressed, some they don't know how to rise up, to be a queen, to be a king. So I just wanted, like, we are not here to play. Like, no matter what, like, we have to continue chasing our dreams. So for me, I've been struggling, but it is what it is. On today's segment, we'll be talking about how to maintain wellness during this pandemic. And yeah, so just tell them, girl, who you are, I know you, so.
Thanks. It's my name is Judith Mari. For those who don't know me, I'm a Melbourne-based makeup artist, and I also, like I said, I've started modeling. I also do acting, so a lot of creatives. And I'm really excited to be here again because it's always a nice a pleasure to actually glam you up and also do collaborations with this amazing young lady. I actually feel inspired by how you have and how you go with your sessions and stuff, and I think it's a really good thing.
Oh gosh.
And you're going places, and I really feel empowered whenever you actually post stuff.
Oh wow.
And so it's been it's always a pleasure to come back on this platform.
Wow, guys, we actually didn't think we're gonna collaborate. For me, I feel like creativity is just, I was like, let's just do a video on this, because we did video, what's in my bag, and I think in the long run people are gonna go back and actually look that. And also I've inspired her. She wants to start a YouTube channel, and one day, maybe next week, we can do what's in my bag quarantine edition. Thank you so much. Like, I don't take everything for granted, especially behind the scenes. We keep checking on each other, and that's what is lacking in the industry. Like, no one would come and say you're doing so good. And I know that you, like, for you, the value you have a lot of people know you, but they don't appreciate your value. But I feel like for you, I feel like when I'm like up there like you, in terms of value, I want to nurture the upcoming artist, because end of the day, that's why it says powerful destiny within your own uniqueness. And it feels so good to get compliments, because I feel uplifted to keep going. And she is a magnet. Like, I feel comfortable, like I want to collaborate with you 10 months later, but you're always patient with me because I'm still practicing my craft. Anyway, let's go back to how are you maintaining?
Maintenance wise, I think
before, when you got the news, and during and after. So
I think the news were all, like with everything else, it was a shock, but at the same time it was about then sitting back and actually analyzing what was going on, and actually appreciating that it was time to kind of look at things in a different way. Things were different. They still are different.
Yes.
But it's also looking at what is it positive that has come out of what we're going through now. It's people are actually getting more in touch with each other.
Yes.
Families have been able to actually be together, which hasn't happened for a long time because people are very busy.
Yes.
And also just I think challenges were faced with a lot of people in getting the kids to homeschool and all that kind of stuff. But I think we've got to look at the positive side of everything that happens in our lives, and kind of look at the virus itself as something that is going to pass at some point. And but we've done a lot. I think a lot of people have done a lot to actually curb it and keep it under control, and people have been really good in actually following instructions on staying back and staying at home as much as you can, and also just the sort of social distancing. So it's good. It's actually been good to actually come back and into some of the things that we're doing now, our work, our creatives, and also just being able to exercise and things like that. So yeah,
that's good. So I think you pretty much nailed it. For me, I think it wasn't easy, because my parents live in South Australia, and also it's a good time to like sit back and actually see what you can do for your brand. Like, a lot of people nowadays, they're going lives, like doing lives, but for me, my thinking capacity, if I go live, who is it going to benefit? And also that pressure, I've been tested, like, do I need to go live because Judith is hosting a live? I'm like, no, because I know, like, I need to present something to the audience. If it's a good live, it's good, because going live, it's live. You need to be really articulate with what you're going to say, and having network and everything. And also another thing that I've learned is, even during this, you still need to communicate with the audience, with everyone. Always also doing quarantine videos, or sometimes be creative. For me, I've been cooking a lot of dishes, and I've been and also I've been like studying deeper, like what is Agape Show and stuff like that. And also I didn't know, like last night, like I knew you were coming to do my makeup, to blame me out, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking good, but I didn't know that we're gonna do this video. Like, it just came up afterwards, because I was thinking of maybe should I ask you to send a video and stuff like that, but you came today. But for you, how is it like for the Judith Mari brand? How do you feel when everyone is going live? Do you feel like you need to do that?
I've actually
how do you maintain pressure in these days, because everyone's going lives, everyone's doing challenges, like bikini challenges. Like, for me, as I said, it's all about value. Is it do I need that to gain popularity? But I don't care about that anymore. It's about the value. And
you have to run your own race at the same time, looking at what's trending, but at the same time looking at what your brand is about. So if your brand allows certain things, it means you could actually be able to take it in and kind of evaluate and also see whether it's actually going to really lift your brand up. So for me, I don't feel as much pressure anymore. I've learned to actually just run my own race. And while I get inspired by different things, I've learned to sort of say, look, if I'm going to sit down and want to do something, I actually do it, and also kind of think about it a lot more than I did before.
Yeah.
So I don't follow trends as such, but I just go with what I need to actually present to people. It's sort of per need basis. So like now, people need a lot of encouragement in as much as, you know, mental health and all that kind of stuff. It's pointless for me to actually showcase something different, you know, which is not going to really serve anyone.
Yes.
And also I've noticed that like then I've started doing more, you know, just talking to being able to give a phone call to someone, you know, like being in touch. And I think like you're saying, you know, behind the scenes we've been actually being in touch, which is very important because you don't know what people are going through, even if they look like they all have it
everyone
together.
has got a facade. I got emotions hiding and not in this. Let's get straight to it.
So I mean the girl is loving her makeup, and I'm glad that you actually love your makeup. But yeah, that's the thing about it, because it's about making people feel good. And I think now we've come to a point where actually we're using a lot of virtual stuff. So let's use these platforms, even though we can't give it together all the time. We can actually use you know, the platforms for engaging in the same way. Like I'll do, you know, makeup classes. I've been doing skincare classes with people. So
when did you start to do that?
I actually did it during quarantine, and then I'm actually still doing it now.
So are people paying for it?
Yes, some of them are paid, some of them are not, just depending on, you know, what group I'm dealing with. But you can actually pay for Zoom sessions, and actually I can teach you how to do your skincare routine. I can teach you how to do your makeup. And that's been really working for a lot of people, because then you're engaging with them, and you know, you don't lose out on business as well.
I think I'm just gonna be straight with you right now. I think this pandemic has actually improved the strategies for your brand. Because some people, like in Melbourne, we live so far away from each other. I think for those who can't make it due to committed schedules and stuff, you can also attend. They can also attend Zoom after quarantine as part of your service. Because some people, they might be visiting their parents or doing other things. Like, for example, let's say I've booked like last year. If I didn't make it up to it, maybe organize what people are free to do it online afterwards. Like a virtual, like it's really good. And also to keep a record so that people can see what to expect, and also to follow up on people's skills is something that's really good.
And I think like then it actually doing sessions like that, instead of coming to actually do makeup on you, I could then teach you to do makeup on yourself, which is even more empowering for a lot of people that actually have engaged with me. So I'm really grateful for everyone who supported the business while I was in quarantine, even now and before. And it's really encouraging to actually see, you know, the same faces and other new ones coming through. So you know, we're just really grateful that, you know, we can actually still engage in stuff, but not at the same level. But it's about changing the mindset and saying what is that we can do still. You know, with what we have in front of us. So
that's really good. And also, what about for clients who can't afford? Like, do they get discount? You know, people do they get discount? Or like for you, when do you feel like you should give? When you feel not, I deserve my value. Like for people, like, do you offer things like pay after? Like, how can people pay for your sessions?
People can pay, like then, you know, they can, I've been actually giving discounts for you know, different services. But also like then it's just the kind of, it's how we communicate and start to, you know, sort of come to an agreement. So if I feel that, you know, you're not being able to actually pay, I'm more than happy to sort of come and meet you halfway, because it's all about empowerment. Because the money will always come. But I feel that a lot of the times it's about the collaborations and even the you know, relationships we have with my clients that actually matter more than just the actual
the
money. The money that you know.
Because
that's good. At the moment everybody's going through tough times. But at the same time we need to be very humane about it and just think of how they still want to be in a certain space. Like now we still want to be able to engage, but at the same time be able to have our businesses all, you know, working at the same time. So that's really good. Okay, so what are you going to like for? Are you planning to do international classes? Like, you know, some people that are in Africa, South Africa. Have you reached out? I haven't reached out that far as yet, but my you know, I'm planning to actually do those kind of things where I'm reaching out to more people. I think, like you're saying, I need to actually get some platforms, my platform a bit more updated, so
Yeah.
at least I can actually be able to reach more people.
Yeah, because I know a lot of Zimbabwean artists. Do you have a network with people overseas? Like,
I do have some, but I think at the moment it was mostly, wherever we are at the moment,
yeah,
in Australia and New
Yeah.
Zealand, and more probably the UK
yeah,
and the US. But I think, like you're saying, it's about looking at what the product is about
yeah.
and who else we can actually, be able to, help
Okay.
out and reach out to.
Okay, that's really good. It's been amazing having you here. Is there anything you want to say to the audience? I've got a case. Maybe someone wants to start a makeup artist in these times. What would you say to somebody? Like,
I think people should just go for it, because if it's your passion, you have to think about it being a passion and actually doing that without thinking about the money, because whenever you're starting out and if you are passionate about something, you don't think about money. Money will always come.
yeah,
But it's about that passion to go and do things and
Yeah.
look around, collaborate with people,
Yeah.
and that takes a lot of time too, because
yeah.
it's
What
not,
if
it's not
I'm
money.
like, let's say it's Chare, for example. I want to collaborate with you. I want to learn, but it's always about the money. What if I don't have the money? Because people now, they're looking at the amount of followers you have to collaborate, to be able to collaborate. Or if you want me to be in my video, pay $200 US to collaborate with me. But if we go to like our Zimbabwean or some like legends, they never cared. All they cared was nurturing that,
Yeah.
or saying some wisdom, some words of wisdom. Some people in this industry, they are stingy with getting advice. But how can we improve?
I think really it's about working together.
Working
really.
together,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because the more you are, the better.
That's true.
When you, as I think it's the African proverb, if you want to go fast, you
Yeah.
go alone. But if you want to go further, you go together. So it's
Yeah.
about, with whatever you've got,
Yeah.
experience, I will, bounce off, vice versa. So I think.
Yeah.
We do need to actually collaborate a lot in our business in the industry,
Yeah.
and actually sort of bounce off information that we and share.
What if it's one-sided? Like, it's life, it's reality. People, like with me, it's God, because I pray for this type of relationship to continue behind the scenes. But people are fake, but and even to say something like you can't because someone will screenshot and stuff. But for me, I believe one day I'm gonna host like image brand integrity, audacity, because I think in our culture is something that is lacking.
Yeah.
Because for me, like we were having a conversation on the weekend that if I see like you posted something not good, I'll be like, girl, I'll DM you. I'm not gonna be like saying in public, because that's integrity. Because remember, charity begins at home.
Yeah.
I think that one, it's a topic on its own.
I think so, and I think like you're saying, look, as a people and as creatives as well,
Yeah.
we need to be really supporting each other. And
Yeah.
like you're saying, if there's something wrong with anything that you think is on a post or whatever,
Yeah.
always best to actually go and actually in the DM and actually talk to that person.
Yeah.
And if their integrity is also intact, then they'll
Yeah.
get that advice and actually take it upon themselves,
Yeah.
because whatever they put on
Yeah.
as a collective, then you're answerable to all that kind of stuff. So it's
Yeah.
it's really a
Yeah.
team effort
Yeah.
when you're doing stuff,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate a lot of people who actually come to my DMs as well
Yeah.
and talk about stuff, or
Yeah.
tell me how they feel about things, because
Yeah.
when you post something, you just think maybe it's the best, and you hope for
Yeah,
a
for the-
positive
Okay.
positive impact. But at the
Yeah.
same time, we need to realize that whatever we post,
Yeah.
be very mindful of what we're putting on there, because
Yeah.
we're trying to empower each other, and
Yeah.
and even the younger generation is looking. So
Yeah, that's really
very
good.
important.
Judith, it's always a pleasure to have you here. I hope food for thought for those who want other upcoming sessions. You can follow her. She's doing amazing jobs, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be noise after quarantine of success. I'm telling you, because I've learned so much, and I'm still learning and putting into practice. Anything you want to say to the world? Where can they follow Judith Mari?
You can follow me on my Facebook, which is Judith JUEDD
Yeah.
.MARI.
Yep.
Or my Instagram, I've got Judy's House of Beauty.
Yeah.
And also I've got, my head wrap brand,
Yeah.
which is Judy's
Closet.
Australia.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I've also got the makeup one as well, Judith Mari makeup. So
Yeah.
we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna be posting a bit more and learning
Girl,
a
where
lot.
did you get the lashes? Someone is commenting right now. Where did you get your lashes?
Oh,
Can
the
they
lashes. These lashes are actually going to be part of my brand soon.
Yeah.
So we're testing them out and feeling them.
Underground.
Yeah,
It's
so,
gonna come.
Yeah, a lot of things are coming through. So, we're just really excited for times ahead.
Oh, it's really good. Agape Charity is out here, guys. I hope you have learned something. I've been drawing from the well of wisdom, and this is about uplifting each other. And once again, powerful destiny within your own uniqueness. Bye bye.